By now, you're probably well aware that not everything is great about the new Switch 2. I mean, the obvious being $80 for the new Mario Kart game. Seriously, Nintendo? Not to mention, I have thoughts on why this could be better, but that's a video for another time. Right now, let's focus on the good stuff.
Alright! It's about time! Looks like a star bit. Oh, it's a new Nintendo Direct startup. It's almost like Legos. Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, is this that new Mario Kart? It's gotta be that new Mario Kart. Yep! Mario in a go-kart. Alright. Alright. Ah, dang, if I could just stop sneezing. Oh, boats! Oh, skis! Alright, bring it back. Oh, and there's DK's classic design. Not rare design, classic design. I mean, in all honesty, Diddy Kong Racing and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform. Oh, grinding, nice. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform did the whole transformation of vehicles before this game, but looks like they're changing up some stuff here. Like a cow is grinding on a rail. And I see it's not paragliders anymore. It changes into an actual plane. Mario Kart World. Nice.
Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
You just showed us.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Is this gonna have like an adventure mode or something like that?
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Wow, it is a world.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Really?
With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Wow, okay.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
So we technically have an open world Mario
Like going
Kart.
off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
Wow.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
That is very interesting. Wow. I do wonder if you can still use Donkey Kong's Rareware look.
Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
That'll be a good launch
More
title.
details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on
Wow.
the lookout for more information in the future.
Wow.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
Joy-Con
On the
2.
right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
I think Good Vibes
Let's
Gaming
take a look
or
at some new
Nintendo Live
experiences it offers.
pointed that out. Either one of those two channels pointed that out. Nice.
Friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with GameShare.
That
As
is
shown
something
here,
the
even games
DS
that require
did,
multiple
though.
screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game.
Albeit limited, but
GameShare, you can
like,
temporarily share compatible
but
games with others
the
who
Game
also
Boy
have Nintendo
Advance did
Switch 2
something like
or
this
a
even,
Nintendo
where you
Switch
could play
system.
with one
You
game,
can share a
because
game with up to
I
3 other
remember
systems
with
at a
Mario
time.
Kart Super Circuit, I would play the game on
Also
the
supports
Game
online
Boy
play
player,
with other Switch 2 systems.
and a friend
And
would
you can use it with
connect
friends
that
via
cord
Game
from
Chat,
the Game
which we
Boy to
showed
the
earlier.
Game Boy player,
GameShare can only be used with compatible
and like,
games.
the game would be
This
in the
feature is
Game
planned
Boy
for
player,
several
but
titles,
not the...
starting with a free update for
That would be
Clubhouse
one
games and
cartridge,
Worldwide
that would not be
Classics
in
on
the
Nintendo Switch.
Friends
GameShare
Game
support
Boy,
is also
whatever.
planned for select games
Although it was
exclusive
limited to
Nintendo
just
Switch 2,
playing as
so we hope you'll
Yoshi,
look forward to it.
though.
Up
And then
next,
And then the DS was able to do
we'd
something
like
like
to show
that.
you the Nintendo Switch
You
2
can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean,
or
like
a
I
Nintendo
said,
Switch system.
Nintendo has
You can
done
share a
that
game with up to
before.
3 other systems at a time. GameShare
I
also
just
supports online
forgot
play with
about it
other
until
Switch 2
now.
systems. And you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. GameShare can
Although
only
it
be
was
used with compatible
limiting
games.
when they
This
did it in
feature
the
is planned
past.
For several titles, starting
At
with
7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
Man, I thought Mario Kart 8 was the best Mario
With approximately
Kart.
double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Nice. Okay,
The
very
screen
nice.
supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Nice.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
Man.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
That is a
Magnets
massive
keep the
step up
controllers
from
firmly
past
attached
Mario
to the
Kart
system.
game.
Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Okay.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing
That's
with the
better,
Joy-Con
I
2
would
held
say.
horizontally.
Though I never played with the Joy-Con like that. That is nice,
The
though.
left and right sticks are now larger.
Oh yeah, this
Each
was
Joy-Con 2
pointed out.
controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
That would
Both
be
the
better
left
for
and right
shooters,
Joy-Con
for sure.
2 Support mouse controls.
That would be better for shooters.
By adjusting the audio balance between, it has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via Game Chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds,
Oh,
so your
really
voice will come
nice.
through clearly. Even if you don't
Nice.
have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
That's cool that that's coming. Like, I know these headphones do that as well. Oh yeah, definitely.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large,
That is a
sturdy stand.
much better stand right
You can move it
there.
freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera
Man, here I was
Charging in
wondering where you
tabletop
could go from Mario Kart 8.
Nintendo
Man.
Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for
Wow.
storing your game downloads, save data, and more.
I saw one of those cards
Reading
being
and writing
Xenoblade
data is
X.
also faster. Use the Nintendo
Thank
Switch
you!
dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K
Thank
resolution
you.
for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
That will future-proof this console for sure. That'll make Nintendo
The
more
Nintendo
caught
Switch 2
up
dock has
than
a built-in
before.
fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Very nice. There's actually something inside the dock, like it has its own specs.
Is
On
actually
Nintendo-
inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are
That's
made
a
of
pretty
metal,
cool way to...
so that's how they attach to the system.
That's a pretty
magnetic
cool
circuit
way
is
to
formed between them, so they
explain what
won't
this
easily
system's
detach.
about.
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating
Show
the
us a
Joy-Con 2.
shooter.
By combining the mouse controls
Because
and
I prefer
gyroscopes,
playing
things
Resident
like this
Evil
are
with a
possible.
mouse.
There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out.
Does that mean there's going to be a white Joy-Con? Or a white
Nintendo
system?
Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey,
So
digital.
please check it out if you're interested.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
In my opinion, that should be free,
This
but
is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
it's red.
It's
Nice.
the same shape as Nintendo Switch. We're also releasing a new Pro
Oh.
controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can
Very
use to assign
nice.
existing button controls.
It's like the
In
DualSense
addition,
Edge.
an audio jack has been added. We've
Nice.
introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch
Kind
2
of
website
overdue,
will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Very
Wow.
much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Wow. That's a couple months out.
Now,
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go.
That reminds me of Mario Party
Keep the other
6, those
minigames
microphone
using full body movement
minigames.
and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Super
Use
Mario
mouse
Brothers
controls to
Wonder.
shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
This is close enough for a shooter. That's
When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the
Yes!
station?
Mouse
From
controls
mini
would
games
make
like using
shooting games
camera,
like that more
the
accurate.
built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Wow.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition
With
plus
DLC,
Jamboree TV
nice.
by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games. Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda
I
Tears
have
of the
seen
Kingdom
YouTube videos of this
feature
running in
enhanced
4K
resolution
on an
improvements.
emulator, Nintendo.
and also
Just
support
saying.
HDR, which makes
I've seen people play this with 4K
Plus,
on an
you
emulator.
can get even more
Just
out of your adventures in
saying.
Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
There's one shrine I had trouble finding in Breath of the Wild. Like the radar would go off, but I couldn't find it.
You can share your creation.
I mean, I have Breath of the Wild on
We
Wii
hope
U,
these features will make your
unfortunately.
adventures even more enjoyable. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I was wondering about this. Oh, will this have Joy-Con mouse support?
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in Full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Switch 2.
Alright, what third-party games do you have?
I have long observed
Elden
the
Ring?
lands
Very
between-
nice.
This world is in dire need of repair.
Very nice.
Can't you? The rays of grace.
Switch 1 got Skyrim? Switch 2 is getting Elden Ring. That's...
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
Tarnished edition.
この中山です。
Ooh.
我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター6です。
Very nice.
本体を持ち寄って
I mean, that's cool and everything,
ス
but
イッチ2だけの新モードもあります。
I have
ソ
this
フトは
game on
通常版の他
Steam.
に総勢26キャラクターを
That's
収録した
exciting, though.
Gears 1、2ファイターズエディションの2バージョンをさらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Launch software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions,
I thought this was on
you'll
Switch
be
1,
immersed in
but
a wizarding
then
world like never before.
it probably doesn't have as good a
And the new mouse
graphics
controls
on
on Switch
Switch
2
1.
give you even more ways to
I have this on
experience
Steam, so...
the adventure. Discover the enhanced
I still
magic
need to
when
play
Hogwarts
this
Legacy
game, though.
launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
I can only think of James Bond. Yep.
James Bond, the world's favorite.
Koei Tecmo. Another Hyrule Warriors
Who
game?
descended from the heavens, joined hands
Hyrule
with the
Warriors for
Hylians
Tears
who
of the
dwelled on
Kingdom?
surface. Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
That has to be Hyrule Warriors.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Yep, there's all those enemies. Nice.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
I did see some improvements earlier,
And with
so
Nintendo
let's see
Switch
what else
Online
is here.
Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
Alright.
Please take a look at this.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
That is so overdue.
Gamecube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon.
I was wondering when the Wii U HD version was going to come, but I'm happy about this.
Sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world.
Link is back as Soul Calibur.
Eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour.
They need another game in this
Put it
series.
all on the line in death-defying races.
Nintendo, make a new F-Zero for the Switch 2.
Customization and story mode. Get ready to experience
That story mode makes
F-Zero
this one of the
GX.
hardest games I've ever played.
Games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
I wonder how many people are going to use the spin points for
titles will be
F-Zero
added in the
GX.
future.
Fire Emblem Path of Radiance! That game costs $100+ to get nowadays.
The Switch 2 exclusive
Before
game
this,
library
but
coming to Nintendo
still.
Switch Online Plus expansion pack launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
Of course, I have my
wirelessly
Smash
and also
GameCube
has
controllers.
a C button to quickly access Game Chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo
I wonder
Switch
if I can use
Online
that
members,
Smash
will
Bros.
also be
GameCube
available
adapter
the
for
same day
this.
as Nintendo Switch 2.
Probably can.
Whether you're familiar with
Bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk
I still need to play this. I only played a little bit of it at launch day, but that's pretty cool this is coming to Switch 2.
The city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作は ミッドがる脱出までを描いた3部作シリ
Although
ーズ
to
の
be
傑作と
honest,
なり20年
I
以上
can
の
already
時を
play
経て
this
再創作さ
portable
れた
on my
新しい
Steam
FF7
Deck,
を
but
体験いただきます。
I'm real happy for this, though.
スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Now, what about Rebirth? Oh, I guess they're not gonna do. Oh, another From Software game? My experience with From Software games is very minimal. Like, I've tried Demon Souls and Bloodborne, but the most I played was 10 hours of Elden Ring, so I couldn't tell you if this was Bloodborne 2 or Dark Souls 4.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon-to-depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
That did look like a Bloodborne hat, so like I said, what do I know?
Will flow for one.
Is this gonna be called Moon something? Duskbloods, okay. Really? Looks very rare-ish with the googly eyes. Wait. Rare can't make games exclusive to the Switch, can they? I mean, wait, hold on. Oh, is this a brand new Donkey Kong game? With this classic look. I have been wondering if I will ever get a 3D Donkey Kong game like Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, with those googly eyes, that is kind of a very rare-ish aesthetic, although I kind of wonder though, is Nintendo making this? I mean, since it's Donkey Kong, it can't come out on Xbox, so Doesn't look like you'll be playing as 5 characters though. It looks like you'll just be playing as Donkey Kong.
Very much.
Alright, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And with that being said, take care.